Hello guys and welcome back to the NW Sportscast. Today, your Seattle Mariners and Julio Rodriguez looked a lot like my guy on the hat, Ken Griffey, today with the walk-off, his first ever walk-off hit. Believe it or not, his first ever. That is absolutely crazy for the kid, for J-Rod. I mean, so happy for him, but even happier for the Mariners. It's so good to see them on the right end of these types of games, where last year it felt like they had a lot of opportunities to capitalize in guys on first and third with one out in the bottom of the 10th inning, and nothing came through for them. And today, Julio Rodriguez gets it done, but it didn't look like it throughout the whole game. It looked like the Red Sox might sneak away with this one going into the bottom of the 10th, up 3-1 after Logan Gilbert pitched an absolute gem. So let's get right into it. My first reaction, Logan Gilbert pitched absolutely amazing. I mean, if he can do this every time, he's going to also be a Cy Young candidate. I mean, him, Kirby, Thoreau, and Castillo, we're going to have three legit Cy Young contenders if he does this every time. And obviously, he's not. But what an outing by Logan Gilbert. I mean, 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts. Really good stuff by Logan Gilbert, and if he does that every time out, that is exactly what you need him to do, and it puts the Mariners in a great position to win. Unfortunately, the offense could not get it going all night long, just wasn't able to get that hit to really send him home. 7 hits on the ball game, only 4 runs, and one of those runs came from the automatic runner from second. Let's go over the box score. J.P. Crawford, he goes 1 for 5, but he does have the RBI in the bottom of the 10th, and it just shows, put the ball on play, good things happen, and JP shows it there. Then Julio Rodriguez, he goes 1 for 5, but his one hit is a hell of a hit. Opposite field, inside-outside swing to right, get some green grass, and man, what a hit that was. The 3-1 count, and I was watching it, and I'm telling you guys, I knew he was getting that hit. And hey, I'm not a prophecy guy. I don't look into my crystal ball. But what I saw when he took that 2-1 ball to a rookie pitcher, it's Julio Rodriguez. He seems a lot more focused this year, not trying to do too much. I was thinking this is either going to be a walk or he's going to get bat to ball and it's going to find some green grass. And the latter happened for Julio. He stays within the ball. Just a ball that really didn't move at all on the middle of the zone, inside-outside swing, and he finds the right center field grass. And and that's all she wrote in this one. And Jorge Polanco, the DH for today, he goes 0 for 3, but he does get a walk. Mitch Haniger, he goes 1 for 4 with an RBI, so that was the one RBI before the explosion in the 10th inning. Mitch Haniger continues to get it done early on in the season. Cal Raleigh, another somewhat disappointing day. He goes 0 for 3. Ty France goes 1 for 4. Hit a few hard balls in the 9th inning. Was unable to do anything, though. Ty France, early on, looking like a very similar player to last year, despite the whole drive line fiasco, nonsense, so many questions. We'll see. Could be wrong. Just my initial reaction from Ty France is it's looking like a lot like the same player. I hope he figures it out a little bit, but, he does get a hit tonight, so that's good. Luke Raley, wow. I mean, he goes 1 for 4 with a broken bat double in the bottom of the 10th, or a broken bat single, in the bottom of the 10th that scores a guy, and it was huge. I mean, sometimes you just got to get the bat to the ball, and the broken bat sends it into left field about 10 feet right of the foul line, and, an RBI, for some reason I'm blanking if it was a single or a double. I believe it was a double. And then he scores from third home on the infield hit by J.P. Crawford. Shows off the speed. Hey, I mean, that's some good stuff by Luke Raley. Not a lot of guys on the team would be able to score from third infield with a hard hit ground ball from J.P. Crawford, but he was off. He was off like a lightning bolt right when the ball hit the bat, and he finds his way on home plate. Beats the throw by a marginal amount. amount where my naked eye could see he was safe. He's a fast guy, and that was huge by Luke Raley. A lot of guys would not be able to make that play. If Mitch Haniger's in that scenario, he's not getting it done. If Dom Canzone was playing left field instead of Raley today, he's probably out. If Mitch Garver's there, he's probably out. But Luke Raley, one of the few guys, along with maybe a Dylan Moore, Luis Urias, Julio Rodriguez, that probably is safe on that play. So shout out to Luke Raley. I'm liking him early on. Dylan Moore, he goes over 2, and then Canzone pitch hits. He goes 0 for 1. Not much to say there. It is what it is with those two guys. Luis Urias, he lines one up in the 10th inning, caught on a rope with the hybrid shift. The shortstop playing pretty much over the second base bag. Is what it is. You can only do so much. And then Josh Rojas, he had a couple of big hits. He goes 2 for 4, including one in the 10th inning. Again, kind of inside-outside swing, puts it into right center, and he goes from first to second on the air from the center field. No, from the right fielder. He goes from first to second, barely beats out that throw. He was pumped. Good to see from Josh Rojas. He's a guy that I think will really make an impact this year, more so than maybe Levi will think, or maybe a lot of Mariners think. Mariner fans think, excuse me. I think he will win this job over Luis Urias. I think he's going to prove it over these next couple months, and I don't think we need to get a guy for third base. I think Josh Rojas is our answer. He's going to be good enough. He's going to hit just about 250 with, a 750 OPS. He's going to do just fine this year for what we need him to do, and I think he's proving that early on in this season. And then, I already talked about the pitching a little bit, but Logan Gilbert, nasty stuff. He's one of the best fastballs in the league. And and one of the best fastballs on this team. It's crazy that I have to preface that with he's the best fastball in this league and best fastballs on this team, because guys like Luis Castillo and Andres Munoz and all of them, they have insane fastballs, and Gilbert's is right there. Don't get me wrong, but his is maybe a tier below, but he showed it tonight. His command was on, his splitter was working, his off-speed stuff was on fire. Everything was going for him. 8 strikeouts to 4 hits, a 2-to-1 strikeout to hit ratio. That's just stellar. That's Hall of Fame level stuff by Logan Gilbert. I know it's early in the year. I know it's March. It's cold. You're at T-Mobile Park. The hitters haven't been exactly equipped to, the whole season hitting thing. Everyone starts slow, but Logan Gilbert capitalizes. Good for him. Puts the Mariners in position to win. Again, it wasn't enough until it was, because he doesn't get the win on this one. Ends up Saucedo gets the win, which is kind of crazy, but yeah. Gabe Spire, he does good. 2 strikeouts, 1 inning, no run baseball. And then Austin Voth, he goes 3 strikeouts on an inning, and Trent Thornton, he just didn't have it. He gives up a run. He got bailed out by a bunt to third base, and then a steal, caught stealing by Cal Raleigh on second, and that was his 2 outs, and then he had an earned run off a couple of big pieces of hitting from the Red Sox that ends up giving them the 3-1 lead. But then, you guys all saw what happened in the bottom of the 10th. Julio Rodriguez gets it done. And I just really want to touch on the Julio Rodriguez hit. It was absolutely huge. It's huge for a guy, first and third, the weight of the world on your shoulders. He's still young. He is so young. I know it's his 3rd year now, but goodness, guys, J-Rod is, how old is he, 23, 24? This guy is so much still to come for him. I'm so excited, and yeah, he's 23 years old. This guy was born in 2000. He was damn near born in 2001, born on December 29th, 2000. Ridiculous. He's doing what he's doing at this age, hasn't had a walk-off hit, and now he has one under his belt. I think he's going to get a few more this year. I really do. This is so good for his confidence. I just can't imagine, even if he doesn't get this hit here and Jorge Polanco still walks it off for the Mariners, it would feel like a win, but it would also be like a damn, our $700 million player, our cornerstone, future Hall of Fame center fielder, he didn't come through for us once again. with runners in scoring position in do-or-die moments in the latter half of the game, I would have just been really disappointed. I would have loved the Mariner win. I would have celebrated it, but going to bed tonight, I would have lied there in my pillow, and I would have thought like, man, like that sucks. Like, it's a win, but it still sucks. And I'm so glad I don't have to have that feeling tonight. Julio Rodriguez, one of the people on this earth I love the most. Like, I'm not even saying that as exaggerate. Like, he's a top 50 person of all time in my world right now. I freaking love Julio Rodriguez. Like, he's my favorite baseball player right now. As a 19-year-old kid, he's the guy that I'm going to really, watch as a young adult through the rest of, up into hopefully my, late 30s. This is going to be the guy. And the fact that he gets it done, I'm just so pumped for him. I'm pumped for the Mariners. I'm pumped for myself as a fan. It's just huge. It really is. I'm super happy for Julio. He gets it done. First ever walk-off. I can't stop saying it. And I'm sorry if you guys think it's a little repetitive, but that's crazy. Not just Major League walk-off. He didn't have a walk-off in single A, in double A. He didn't play for the Rainiers. Wish he did because I worked there, but jeez, of course he missed that one. And then he finally gets it done tonight, before the month turns into April. Stupendous job by Julio Rodriguez. So we got one more tomorrow against the Red Sox. Once again, we got Bryce Miller on the bump. Should be a good one. Bryce Miller, I'm pretty high on this year. Should be good. I'm definitely higher on him than Emerson Hancock. Let's get a win here so we can secure at least a 3-2 start, because I don't love our odds, our first game against the Guardians. But tomorrow, I do like our odds. I think Bryce Miller is one of the better, fours in all of baseball. He's a young guy that I think only is going to improve this year, and I think he's going to show it tomorrow against Red Sox lineup that has really struggled over the last 2 days. I know they've struggled because we've had a couple of absolute units, studs, on the bump in Logan Gilbert and in George Kirby, but I think he's probably going to throw a really good game. I predict 5-6 innings of 1-2-run baseball. I think he's going to get it done again. And I think this Mariners offense is going to have another chance to really capitalize on some good pitching by the Mariners. And will they do it? Hopefully, because I was really close to making this video and saying, the Mariners offense can't get it done. And that was going to be the title of the video. That was what I was going to spew on about. And to a certain degree, I'm still going to say that. The Mariners offense did not capitalize today. They had opportunities, and they did not execute when they needed to. Fortunately, the pitching just hung in there and played really well. And eventually, when it broke down, then the Mariners started to get going on offense in the 10th inning. Thank God it wasn't a little bit too late. The Mariners sneaked by with this one. But I don't know if it's going to be enough tomorrow if the Mariners do this again offensively. So I think Bryce Miller is going to throw a good one tomorrow. But I think offensively we really need to pick it up. And I know we're only 3 games in, and we're a 2-1 start, and it's good. But this could have easily been 1-2, and this could have easily been an 0-3 start to the season, which I don't even know what the vibes would have been after an 0-3 start. Definitely not great, because then you put yourself in an immediate hole. I know it's a long season, but 0-3 is not ideal when you look back last year and you're one game outside of the playoffs. It's like, well, that game on March 29th and that game on March 30th, that could have been the difference. And yeah, the fact that we don't have to say that, and that we can just go home all happy 2-1, and we guarantee at least tying the series with the Red Sox, who's a quality baseball team, and tomorrow we can try to win it. And 3-1 series wins are always hard to come by, so the fact that we have an opportunity to do that tomorrow is absolutely huge. And then we can play a Guardians team that isn't as strong as in recent past, and we can try to continue their momentum from there. Super, super excited for this team. Bryce Miller tomorrow on the bump. We got an early afternoon start on the West Coast. Over here on the East Coast, it'll be more mid-afternoon, so I will make sure to definitely watch that. But yeah, that's about it for me for the NW Sportscast. If you like this, come on. Like, what are you doing? Please give me a like. It really does help our channel. I mean, it really does. We're making a post game every single day. No ads, ladies and gentlemen. No ads. If I'm really that annoying to you, then fine, don't like. But if you want to listen to all the other guys on YouTube, Locked On Mariners, Jay's post game show, all those guys trying up, they're all really good. I like them a lot, but they all have ads. So hey, I'm just saying, if you want to listen to me and Levi, no ads, and we're doing a post game every single day along with more content. So hope you like it. We're really close to 600 subscribers, so that would also mean a lot. If you could leave a sub down below, let me know what you think about the game today. We try to respond to all the comments, and yeah, that's about it. For me, Drew Albaugh, thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Mariners. And I can't turn the record button off. Okay.